Hey, it's me, Goobers. It's your favorite Goober, here to tell you what he did for the day. So, pretty simple stuff. I made a music template. If you don't know what a music template is, right? I basically write down a few sentences, depending on how much of a flow I'm in writing it. It can range from just like 4 or 5 to sometimes like 8 or 10. It just depends on how much I really like it or how much I'd really want to allow myself in the future to go off of. Just depends. Some songs are like, okay, I want to write this down. Oh, I really like that. I'll write that down. And then other times it's like, okay, I want to see what I can do in the future, but here's a nice little start, I guess. It's basically just what's the best way to put it? It's just a little snippet for me to go off of when I have the tech to actually start making music. And so I call it a template because I'll use that as a base to start, and then I'll expand on it when I finally have the resources to. Because right now, like I can make up a beat in my head, and I can put the lyrics down on my phone, and I put them in my notes app, and I can do that. But I'm gonna forget the beat, and I'm gonna forget maybe the inspiration for everything, and so I just kind of leave it at a template. Because if I write a full song and then I can't find a beat that matches the song, it's just a lot of, I feel, somewhat wasted effort. So I leave it to future me to expand upon these templates and make music with it. But for right now, current Alex is just working on getting a bunch of templates so when I do go to work, turning them into real songs, I'll have a lot of ideas and little starters to work with. Today's template was based off of an artist, and I am doing this album called Ditto Mimicry. It's a big thank you to a bunch of artists that inspired me to take music further than just enjoying it, to wanted to create it. And so one of the artists that I want to mimic is Oliver Tree, specifically his Turbo character, because that's when I found him, and that's what I enjoy about his music. I like Turbo more than I like any of his other personas he's taken on. His most recent one, kind of a pop star, I don't really know what the name of that character is, and I don't know the name of his cowboy character. I don't really like country overall. There's some songs that I like, but it's not featured very much in my mega playlist, right? So, didn't really like his country stuff. There's like a good song here and there, and then his like third character, his most recent one, I didn't really mess with it too much. It wasn't bad. It was similar, like it kind of had some vibes of his original kind of music, but nothing beats Turbo for me. His first character, before he pivoted to other types of music. And so I'm probably gonna do a song based off of him. Not probably, I am definitely gonna be basing it off of Turbo. But the point of Ditto Mimicry is to basically be a big thank you, like I said, to these artists. And I'm gonna try to copy their style, the way they sing, how they pronounce words and their flow, as well as like like different beats. You'll look at some artists and be like, okay, maybe their songs are usually with a higher BPM, or maybe they talk about these topics often, or maybe they're a little more jokey, kind of funny with their lyrics, stuff like that. I take a look at that and I try to just incorporate it all into a song. And so you'll look at the album, and all the titles, there's going to be just the artists themselves. So, you'll have like Oliver Tree, you'll have another title which is just Your Neighbors, and then you'll have Hannah Vu, Andrew Garden, and some other ones as well. And it'll just be me trying to capture how they do it. And a dream come true would be like them singing the song that I made, but it's just supposed to be like a thank you to them. And it's like my practice album. right? Because it's a hodgepodge of a bunch of different styles, you know? There's some, I mean, just Your Neighbors is one style, then you have Hannah Vu, which is a completely different vibe, and then you have Oliver Tree, which is his own thing, and then Andrew Garden is another kind of style, and I have two other ones that are their own style, and those are also way different. So it's a good way for me to experiment with a bunch of different styles and kind of see what I like the most, as well as trying to sing in a bunch of different ways, make a bunch of different beats. It's a good all-around album that's meant to just be my practice album, and then I can start working on like my own music. I don't think the idea I have is creatively bankrupt, but it does piggyback heavily off of others and their established styles and the way they do things. But ultimately, I will pivot into my own music. But I don't plan on I feel bad for anybody who finds my music because I am certainly not going to be just like a one-off kind of this is my genre and I'm going to stick to it. There might be things that are more common or there might be albums that have their own little themes, but you never know. All right, there might be a song that's a one-off type of style, and then it's like, fuck, I like this guy's music when he does that, and the rest of his list is not my style. Have you ever had that where you're listening to an artist, you find like one song just randomly gets recommended to you, and you're like, this is the shit, this is awesome, this is exactly what I like, and then you go to listen to their other music, and you're just like, what? And you can't find anything from them that just hits the same as that one song. I feel like such a fake fan of those artists too, because it's like I really, really like this song, but the rest of their catalog is different and not very similar, and so you know, not. I don't know, I've always felt like a fake fan for some of these artists because maybe I like one album or I like a select handful of songs, but not really the rest. I don't know. I'm spewing random thoughts now, so before I start yapping about a million different random topics, I am gonna just collectively hone in and say good night to y'all. I hope you all have a good one. Peace out.